Welcome to this look at today's blog post regarding the upcoming Mercedes-Benz Truck Pack DLC Part 3 of the Year 1 Season Pass, including a gameplay trailer and some visuals. With me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, big news. Big stars align with FS25 Mercedes-Benz Trucks Pack coming soon. Now, we kind of knew Mercedes was going to be the third DLC in the Year 1 pass. If you don't have the pass, you'll be able to buy it. If you've got the Season Pass, you will get this for free. This is the third DLC. Then the big expansion, Highlands Fishing, is the fourth, but this is the third. So a lot of people have been saying it's going to be Mercedes, and now we know for certain it's Mercedes. Get ready to bring some serious stars to your fields. A major new partnership with Daimler Truck AG brings a fleet of Mercedes-Benz machines to Farming Simulator 25. And when they say a fleet, they're not kidding. Because the next bit says, much requested, soon available, and now ready for pre-order, which it is available to pre-order. The Mercedes-Benz Truck Pack will be released on September the 9th. So we've got the release date as well, adding 16 new vehicles and implements. Now there is a gameplay trailer, so I'm going to put the gameplay trailer on now, show that, we'll have a look at a little bit of that, we'll carry on with the blog post, we'll dive a little bit into some of the equipment and machinery, not everything, but we'll look down the list and we'll see what's available. So let's check out this trailer. And there you have it. So, it's a short trailer, but there's a lot going on in there, which is very cool. Let's jump back to the beginning here. So the MB-trac we knew was coming. That had been kind of leaked in some of the Highlands Fishing stuff. There was an image of it in one of the buildings. According to the blog, which we'll get back to in a moment, we've got quite a few of these. I think there are 3 or 4, including some forestry versions as well, which are pretty cool. But as we go through this video, we've also got, it moves on to the Mercedes trucks, which we'll get to. I mean, it does look very, very cool. Don't get me wrong. Chunky tyres, chunky tyres. But we have got, there you go. So the Actros is coming. I think we've got the, it says in the Actros as well, but again we'll get to that in just a moment. But there are various different versions of this that we're seeing. So the Actros L for certain. Then we move on to some field work, which is interesting. I mean, they do look incredible. I don't know how much. There we go. So there, hook lift. We have our hook lift here, and that's there. Sirch is it? Is another company that's going to be coming in part of the blog. So that's a Mercedes hook lift, and we got the box carrier on the back. So IT runner for all intents and purposes, but that's going to be part of it, which is pretty cool. There you go, better view of it there. Definitely Mercedes. We can see the badge on the front, very nice indeed. If we move on from that, it goes to Arocs. That was it. There you go, the Arocs. I think the Arocs versions, there's a skip back, like dump trailer version. I don't know if we're getting that, but in the real world there is. If we click a bit further along, there you go, unloading into that by the side. And then we jump very quickly. So that Unimog is quite different to the Unimogs I guess I was expecting to see. You've got the bigger Unimogs. I'll say the bigger Unimogs, they're all Unimogs. That's the Universal Implement Carrier. So that one is a proper farm vehicle. And I've got something to show you as well in a minute. We'll go and have a look. We'll go to the website and have a look on the website as well. So that's the Universal Carrier. We'll have a look at some more information on the blog. Joystick control in there as well. That's pretty cool. The old Unimogs have come a long way, haven't they? But that's a very cool looking bit of kit. They have the ability to have various different backs on them, front PTO, rear PTO. I'm pretty sure as well, and again, we'll get onto it in a moment. There you go, there's our Unimog. Pre-order now, releasing September 9th, which is very, very cool. That, in essence, is the video. So a few things have been shown there, but not everything. So, let's go back to our blog, which is just here. So, under the blog then, let's go a little bit further down. What's in the pack? Legends of the brand and more. At the heart of this new pack are two standout additions. The Unimog, a legendary multi-purpose vehicle known for its rugged off-road capability and versatility, and the MB-trac, a powerful all-wheel drive tractor ideal for heavy-duty agricultural tasks. Now it says that, two standout additions. I think a lot of people are really excited about getting Mercedes trucks, Mercedes lorries. That's a big thing as well. And there's some other stuff too, so I guess, yes, those are the two major things that get in here. You also get access to top-tier trucks like Actros L and Arocs, both coming with the Meiller TECTRUM RS21 roll-off tippers. There we go, that's what we saw in the video. Additional tools and equipment from trusted agricultural brands like Fliegl, Sirch, Stoll and Heizomat round out the pack. So, full vehicle and equipment list, and there we have it. There's our list. The Mercedes-Benz Actros L, the Mercedes-Benz Arocs, Mercedes-Benz Bumper, Mercedes-Benz, this is what I was talking about, the MB-trac 700-900, including forestry and power configurations. We've got some images they sent out, I'm going to look at it as well, we'll show you that. The MB-trac 1000-1100, including forestry and power configurations. Mercedes-Benz MB-trac 1100-1500, Mercedes-Benz MB-trac 1300-1800 Turbo. The Mercedes-Benz Unimog U530-U535, that's the implement carrier. And the Mercedes-Benz Unimog U2400. That is the bigger one, so I think we're getting both, as far as I can tell. The Meiller TECTRUM RS21, that's the rollback, roll-on, roll-off. The Heizomat Heizotruck V2, I've got the website for that as well, we'll have a look at that in just a moment, which is very cool. The Fliegl Agrartechnik push-off container 6800, the Sirch AgroBox, the Sirch Halfpipe, Sirch UniBox, and the Stoll Robust 30 HDPM. Pre-order now, save 10% if you pre-order now. Cool, but again, if you've already got the DLC, the season pass, you will get this free. Mark your calendars. Mercedes-Benz pack launches September the 9th, 2025, and by pre-ordering you can save 10% if you're on the year 1 season pass. You don't have to do anything, as your pack will unlock for you on launch day. We know people have had issues with that happening before, but apparently it will. Let's just say that. Yeah, apparently it will. So what I'm going to do is jump to here. So the Mercedes-Benz Unimog site, which is pretty cool. Well, not the Unimog site, it's the Mercedes-Benz site. So over here we have got our implement carrier, and that's the larger version. Now, as far as the information goes, I think we're going to be getting both of those. A slightly smaller version of those, as far as I can tell, but very cool. What's cool on this website as well, if you want to go and have a look, the special Mercedes-Benz trucks. You can go into the web configurator, and it's kind of almost like a farming simulator look, really. A few things you can fiddle around with. I'd look at the safety stuff on this as well. The implements carrier, it's staggering. 360-degree cameras to protect people, and the vehicle will stop automatically. All sorts of very cool whiz-bangery. But what's more important, I say more important, is when we come down to here, we've got all these different videos from different people. There are implements, or there are municipal versions of this, like the orange versions there. This I liked. The Unimog U530, there you go, with full agricultural equipment, becomes a rental vehicle. That's got front and rear mowers attached to that. There are loads of videos. We could do a deep dive on this and spend an hour looking at all this stuff. But there are forestry versions, there are roadworks versions, there are rail versions, there are versions with cranes like that one there. You can see on the back of it, it's got a crane on it. It looks very, very cool indeed. So, very pleased with that. I think it's been quite cool getting that. But the Heizomat, which I was saying, let's click onto that. So here's our Heizomat. The Heizomat Heizotruck V2 Agriculture. That's what we're getting, and this is it here. So if you look at that top image, front 3-point link, rear 3-point link. So this is going to be a proper agro truck. There you go. I think it's going to be a pretty cool addition. So you can run it as a regular lorry, various different backs on it, and all stuff. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's some very cool stuff. I'm very impressed with what we're getting in the pack. It's not just, I mean, everyone said, oh, it's just going to be Mercedes-Benz. When we say just Mercedes-Benz, they are going more down the aggro route. Of course they are, because it's a farm game. I don't think we're going to get every single, because again, this is something I have to reiterate, and I've said a few times, when people say, oh, why haven't we got this? Why didn't they give us that? Why won't, you know, when giants do a deal with a company and they work out whether the company are going to come to game, when they come to game, giants have a wish list of stuff they want to see in game from that company. The company have a list of things they want to see in game. They want to showcase their equipment and machinery, but they want it done in such a way that it makes their company look good, obviously. So they have to strike a deal as to what equipment they can both agree on. So yes, it'd be lovely if they could say, let's put everything in. They can't, obviously. So we're going to get a sort of a smattering of various things. Let's move on to some of the images, because the images are pretty cool. So there we go. There's our Heizotruck. Hasn't got the 3-point on the front on this one here, but we do have on the back a baler. So, you know, we're going to at least have a PTO trail hitch. It's going to be a 3-point link on the back. I don't see any reason why, if the real world version has a front PTO, if you look there, you can see all your connections for your hydraulics, where I'm circling the mouse. So I reckon, yeah, we're going to have a 3-point on the front of that, which is pretty cool. Like that a lot. Let's move on to this. So there we go. There's the first of the MB-tracs. That's the 1100, which is nice. I mean, looks like a standard MB-trac. Nice picture, nice image. Quite straightforward, but looks okay. Let's move on to the next one. Now, things get a bit more interesting. If you look at that, look at the wheel arches. That's backwards. So if you're looking at that image now, this here is the front. You can just about see the bonnet there, where my mouse is. Front arch, these are the rear wheel arches. So we've got a front loader, well, it's actually a back loader on there, but change driving direction, because you can see the steering wheel here, which is quite cool. Like that. Rear PTO anyway, but you've got a, or 3-point and PTO. But yeah, a rear loader on there. Nice, liking that. It gets even more interesting. We move on to this one. So it's still about forestry editions. Forestry edition, big chunky old front loader on there. Looks like there's a whole framework that attaches onto this, with the branch protectors that sort of cuts through the branches or breaks the branches off, stops them going towards the windscreen. On the back, looks like we've got I mean, it's basically a skidder version. I would imagine, looking at the back blade just around here, that's got a winch on it, because you've got a couple of logs there, so I'm thinking that's got a rear winch system on that. So the MB-trac is going to have, you know, a fair few different options on it. I'm trying to think, how many other images did we have? That might have been it. Do we have? I don't think we had one of the Unimog. No, then move on to there. So there's our year 1 season pass. That's what it looks like overall. So the next pack we already had, Plains and Prairies, Mercedes-Benz, September 9th, 2025, and the Highlands Fishing, November the 4th, 2025. Now, if you want to pre-order, if you don't already have the season pass, and it's not too late, you can still buy the season pass. If you haven't got the original, like the first DLCs, if you've been buying them one at a time, obviously you want to keep buying them, because if you then buy the season pass, you've already paid out for some bits already. But you can still buy the season pass if you don't have it. You can pick up the Mercedes-Benz truck pack that's available to pre-order, as is the Highlands Fishing. There should be links in the description of my video. If you're buying it console related, it probably won't give you an option, because you have to have affiliate links with certain different places, and unfortunately the affiliate links don't work on UK Amazon at the moment, that we've been given. But if you're going to do a PC download, if you get the option, partner code MrSealyp, all caps, would help me massively for the channel, for the partner program. But again, you don't have to, and other content creators are also available. But there you go, links in the description. It's all, I have to say, it's very exciting. I really can't wait. Let me go back to let's go back on the images here. That one, I suppose, out of all of them stands out more to me. They've been very clever. Yes, on the video they've shown a little bit of the Unimog. They haven't shown the bigger one. And only on the thumbnail that they sent us out some thumbnail images have they shown the implement carrier. So they haven't really shown it on the video. There was a little bit, but not very long, right at the very end of the video, which is pretty cool. But anyway, there you go. That's the information we've got. As more information comes out, I will pass it along to you, so you are fully informed and fully aware, as best as I can do, of what is happening. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.